All right, so good morning, everyone, and welcome to this training that Gold Ambassador Stella Koschuk is going to do for us on all questions and things you may have about your account. So what we're going to do is let Stella do the training first because she'll be screen sharing, and then we can, we'll have time. Stella will have time at the end if any questions come up. Yeah, so please write your questions down. And then I'll be watching the screen, Stella. So if something comes up that you need to know right away, just wave your hand and I'll let Stella know.
All right. Well, welcome, everyone. I feel honored. I love doing this. I love the back office and everything it has for us. So let's just get started. I'm going to share my screen here. So this is our Plexus website. And I'm sure most of you know how to log in by now. So I'm just going to go under my little picture here. And I'm going to go directly to my account. So what we're going to review today is this, my account. And we're going to show you around a little bit in the virtual office. And really, those are the two main functions on your main screen, which is really handy. So give it time to load.
Oh, so I'm just going to do a quick scan. Just wave your hand if there's anyone who does not know how to log in to find your account. I'm just looking here to see if anybody's waving. Okay. Roseanne, I wasn't sure if that was a wave or if you were, no, okay, good. All right, great. Yeah, it's Saturday morning. Everything's going to be slow.
Yeah. And there we go. I noticed they changed the Plexus logo sign too.
It's just for this month because of breast cancer awareness.
Right. Oh my, this is slow. Okay, here we go.
Stella, if you find it's too slow, we can switch to mine.
Okay. So here we are. This is your account page. And what's beautiful about it is we have access on the top here. And this tells you where you are. It's in the profile section, has your picture. And this is, if you don't know how to upload a picture and you want to add a picture, basically this is where it is. And you would just like in my case, because I have a picture, I could go in and update. But in your case, it would say upload a picture. So this is where you upload your picture. It gives you your name. And this is where you find your account information as well. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of these admit people.
I'm getting, Stella, I'll keep clicking on them. I see them.
Okay. So on the left here is everything in your account. We're going to review the profile, the orders, the payments, the sampling links, the subscriptions, the address book, my site, perks, and notification. So the first part is your profile. This is everything to do about you. I've got to figure out how to, there we go. And on the far right side here is where the edit button is. And you'll see an edit button for every one of these functions. And this is for you to update accordingly.
It may be hiding, Stella. It's hiding under their picture, just so you guys know. If you can't see that edit button, it's because it's hiding under the picture of all of us from Zoom. So you just have to drag and move the picture over.
Yeah. Sort of like I'm dragging this around. Can you see it?
No.
No. Okay. Because I'm not sharing that part. So I guess it only shares the screen itself. Right. Okay. So under my profile, what I want you to really understand is this section down here that says Shop US Products for Personal Use. This is where we go to order are not for resale products. So basically they're products available to us in Canada. They're pending Health Canada approval, but we have access to them to be purchased for our personal use. So when you go into that site, it's going to ask you to agree to the terms and conditions because it's not meant for resale. It's meant for personal use. And I won't go through each of the agreements. You can read through that, but that's really the intention, and that you can't get more than a 3-month supply. So once I click on, I've read the terms, it'll take me right into the US site for us, for the products available to us. And the products available to us while it's loading. I'll just talk to them a little bit. We have the Nerve, which is great for nerve damage. We have especially the kids microbiome, and the kids multivitamin is in our NFR section. The Mega X, which is our omega products, is in there. We get our face cream, Joyum is in there, and the collagen is also in there. And I can't think of it all, but it should load. So when you order from your back office, it is shipped out of the States, so it does take longer, and it is in US dollars. So when you get charged on your Visa, of course, there'll be the exchange rate that's applied at the time. So here are our products. Balance is equivalent to, what do we have in Canada that's equivalent to Balance?
Balance is a combination of kind of
block,
like
that's
block and almost like block and pink drink in a way. It balances the blood sugar and it blocks carbs. So it's
Correct.
A combination of both. Yeah.
Correct. And then the ProBio 5 is what we used to order before we got our ProBio CA up in Canada. And then there's a trial pack for the lean. And again, we have our Joyum skincare products, which are phenomenal. You can get a 1-month supply or a 2-month supply, where you can order in a combo. So when you order, put your order in, I'm just going to pretend, I'll pretend I'm going to order this one. Comes up, shows you the US pricing, and this is considered a one-time order. So you don't get perks on it, just so you know, because perks come from your subscriptions, which of course Minik had trained us all on Tuesday about that, and that recording is going to be coming out to you. But you don't get perks, just so you know, because this is being shopped from the US site. So you would simply add it to your cart like you would any other product, and then it'll bring it up, you check it out. So that's how we order. I'm not going to process this, but I just wanted to show it to you. So that's how we order it. Once your checkout has been processed, up on here where this pink line is where you click to return to the Canadian site, back to your regular site. It'll ask you to empty your cart. You just empty the cart, and then it'll go right back to your regular site again. If you forget to do that the next time you sign in, it will remind you, I'm going to convert you back to your Canadian site. So you don't have to worry about that part. It always comes back to your Canadian site. And again, we're going to be slow to go back. So does anybody have any questions about the not for resale part of those products?
The only comment I would add, Stella, is the Stella's going to show you later about if you have some money in your wallet. If you have money that's in your wallet, you can use it when you check out from US site. When you're shopping not for resale, you can use whatever money you have in your wallet to pay for it. You can't use money sitting in your wallet to pay for subscriptions, because subscriptions are tied directly to a credit card, but you can use it here. Oh, well, now the bad gateway, if you just hit refresh. No, Stella, hit refresh. Yeah. Usually that'll take care of it. That's another one of the little glitches with the new site. But usually if you hit refresh, it'll reload.
All right. So we're back to my profile. Again, this is where we went to go shop for those not for resale products here, and you'll see the little American flag as well. And then underneath that is your ambassador details, the date you started, when your renewal date membership is coming up for cost, and then who my sponsor and sponsor contact information is also in here as well. So I'm going to move on to my orders. So my orders will show you all your orders you can look at all your one-time orders, or you can look at your subscription orders. And again, any orders that you may have canceled. And those would be orders you would have canceled prior to putting through the order. So if you want to look at details in the past, so what did I order you can't remember, or, you know, like here's an order, I got a credit for $42.22. Like, what's that about? So basically in the months of May through August, whenever order was put through the NFR for your Joyum product, they offered free shipping. And the reason for that was we used to be able to get it in Canada, and now Health Canada wants to review an item. And so they've put it on the NFR list for now until they review one of the ingredients in the Joyum before they bring it back into Canada officially. So Plexus Corporate was really kind in offering free shipping for us for those 4 months while that was going on. So you can look at any order. You would just click your view details and it shows you what your order is all about, what's going to be shipped, how much your taxes were, your tracking on it, all of that fun stuff. Or you could go just look at subscriptions as well, what orders have gone through. So this is any orders that have gone through, which is different than my subscription, which shows you what you've got in your subscription to be processed. And it'll also show you all your other orders. Under payments, this is where you set up all your payment methods, and you can have more than one. So for example, I had a Visa card that I wanted to switch up. So I added over here, I add a new payment method. Another time I've used it is my brother did not want to be an ambassador, but wanted to try some products. So what I did is I added his MasterCard to my payment list, and then I added his address in the address book. I put in an order and I shipped it to him, and I also charged it to his Visa. So there's different reasons for having multiple payment methods. Everybody's got their own purpose, but the beauty behind it is you can have more than one payment method. And when you create a new payment method, it's going to ask you, do you want me to switch this over to your subscription, so that you have a choice of the next subscription going out with the new payment method. You always have to be careful. I'll go back and discuss that when we get into my subscription, but you have to make sure you're very aware of what address it's being shipped to and what payment method you're using before that order goes out. The other thing in your payment section here is your wallet information. So I've been set up already. I have nothing sitting in my wallet right here. It says 0 for a balance. But if there was money in here, first of all, you'll get an email from Plexus saying you've just earned some money. Yay. So then you know that money, if it's the first time you've earned commission, you need to set up your wallet. You either set it up with what bank account do you want that money to go to, or you can apply to use their what's called a Visa debit card, where it's a prepaid card. You can do that. And this way you can set it up automatically so that every time you get money, it automatically is going to be directed to where you've set it up to go. So if you need more information on that, I'm going to ask you to just contact me personally to set it up, because then I'll walk you through it. That takes a little bit of time, and I just want to respect this hour to just be the overview on each of these buckets. But this is, if you click here, it will take you to their site. It's called Paylution, and then it'll walk you through all the steps on how to set up your account. But you will get an email from Plexus the first time you've ever received money. Some people leave it sit there, like, you'll get, let's say, $2 because you've earned 15% on anything that you ordered over 100 PV. Don't ignore that $2, because if you don't set up your account within 3 months, they start charging you $6.25 service fee for not setting up your account. So be very mindful. You want to set it up within the first 3 months.
So I just want to, if I can just add to that, Paylution, a lot of people wonder what that is. It's a third-party banking system in the US that is like PayPal. So it's Paylution that charges that $6 if you don't set up your Plexus wallet. Once your money goes into your Plexus wallet, that's now part of Plexus and that's your money. The other thing I just wanted to mention, Stella, is when you get that email saying that you've earned some commissions and there's a click this link to set up your account, a suggestion that people have found helpful is to choose the exact same password that you're using to get into your Plexus account. This is something I come across a lot where I'm trying to help somebody set up their wallet. They can't remember the password that they used. So if you use the same password, the same email that you're using to log into Plexus, it makes it a lot easier.
Yes, thank you for that. That's very true. Sampling links. This is tied to Plexus Engage, which is an app that you can download on your phone. In Canada, it's not 100% functional at this time. Just want you to know that that's what this sampling link site is about. It's tied into any messages that you would have sent using that Plexus Engage. So for the time being, just know it's there. You can go in and just kind of review it. But at this time, I personally am not using it until everything's been set up. And this jumps around. So I'm going to now go into my subscriptions. Now I know Monique's done a full training review on this. I just wanted to click on it as a quick refresher that this is where you do set up your subscriptions and how important it is you understand how to use your subscriptions. So if you haven't had a chance to listen to that training, I really encourage you to do it. It's very important that you understand what the change date means, what this conditional mean, how do you add products, how do you amend products, how do you earn perk points. It's all vital information, all tied into your subscriptions, and it's something that you manage 100%. It is fully under your control on what that looks like and how it processes every single month. Address book. This is where you can record your address. So you can see I've got 2 addresses set up. I have my primary address set up here in Aldergrove, but when the borders were open, because I'm so fortunate enough to live close to the border, I have a US mailing address. So when I would order from my NFR site, I actually set up a subscription. The reason why I did that is because I could collect perks on my subscriptions. And so I would set up a subscription so that US to US mailing, I could set up a subscription. When it's US to Canada, you can't. It's a one-time order. So right now, unfortunately, I can't use it. The borders are closed, but when the borders do reopen, I plan to reuse this. Another great example of adding addresses is if you travel a lot, like the snowbirds in Saskatchewan, for example. I have a girlfriend that goes to Mexico 6 months every winter. So what we do in here is she has a Mexican address. It's a little bit different than ordering from Canada and shipping to Mexico. So what we do is we go on the Mexican website. I don't want to confuse anybody here, so just follow through with me. I just want to bring it to your awareness. If this applies to you, contact me directly and I'll help you with this. But what we do is we go to the Mexican website, set up a subscription on her Mexican website, mailed to her Mexican address. And the reason for that is you want the order to be coming out of the Mexican warehouse. You do not want to have the subscription set up on the Canada site, mailing to Mexico, because then the product will take months to get there. It's got to go through customs and all that other stuff. Same thing with this US. You order from the US warehouse, it ships to a US address in which I go pick it up. And then that order is processed quite quickly. So if you're traveling and you go to Vegas for 3 months out of a year or whatever that looks like, This is how you do it in your address book, is where you set it up. The website you do it through is the website of the country that you want it shipped to. And if, like I said, if you have anything that applies to you in that category, please contact me directly so I can really show you how that whole function works as a whole. So another beauty about us being able to do that, we can travel and have our products shipped to where we are if it's open in that country. We can do that with Australia. We can do that with New Zealand. Whatever country we have Plexus in, we want to be able to get our products from the country we're in, because then you get direct shipping really quick. And again, the scenario I used before, mailing my brother a package that he wanted, I just was able to add his address in here, ship it off to him, and then I just removed his address after he got his information. Great for Christmas shipping parcels. I've done that before. I've shipped gifts of Plexus to cousins, aunts, uncles, whatever that looks like. And I would just put their address in here, ship it off, and then at least they get it directly. I don't have to turn around and reship it out to them.
So Stella, can you just explain why you would do that versus, so you're talking about doing that as kind of like a gift or a, your brother, for example, is going to be paying wholesale
Correct.
to you. He's going to pay you back.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Well, no, in that case, I charged him directly. I got his visa.
Okay, got it. Right. But if somebody had a friend who wanted to get on the products first, is that the route they need to go, or can they go through the person's website and order directly from the company?
They can go directly from the company at retail cost. So all I'm saying is, my brother was an example, like he's, true redneck. No, I'm not signing up. I don't want any commitments. I don't want all the emails, blah, blah, blah. But he wanted to try the products. So that's why I did it that way. So every scenario is different. It's just about understanding the flexibility we have in our website.
Excellent.
It's not the route that we take, but that was just an example of how it worked for my brother. It worked best for him that way. And then for gifts, that's just something I like to do. I like to send out gifts, so I charge it to my visa, but I mail it directly to them for them to trial.
Yeah, it was a great option. For example, Rose, who's on this training, Rose, I can't remember why, but we weren't able to set up her wholesale account, and she wanted some products. So that's exactly what I did. I ended up putting Rose's address in, and I had the product drop shipped to Rose. And then I think we used her credit card as well.
Yeah.
And then some people do it and then they pay for it on their card, and the person sends them an e-transfer.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is a great option for, your family members and that type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's not something you want to do all the time, because that's, a lot of maintenance on your part, right? But it is really nice feature to know that you have that feature available to you. Okay, my site. This is the fun one. When you first signed up as an ambassador, one of the questions was, what do you want to name your site? And we always use, it fills in the blanks. It fills in, the whole my account Plexus part, and then you just put a name in. Now, I don't know why, but this is another glitch in the system where we can't see it. As you can see, I've got a blank screen here, and it's been like that. Well, every time I go in here, I don't see it. And I don't want to click on view the site because of the loading takes so long. So all I'm asking is that when you go into your site, if you're looking for what your site looks like, this is where you should find it. I'm going to see if edit's going to work.
Yeah, mine loads. So Stella, just let them know yours doesn't, because mine does load.
Okay, let me stop sharing. If you could share what yours looks like, Monique, so that they can see what it looks like.
Okay, well, carry on because I'll have to log into my account and everything.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
We'll come back to them.
Okay.
Oh, Bridget says hers works as well. Well, that's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
So for some reason for mine, I don't know why, I guess I should call it in. I just assumed it was one of those glitches. So let me know when you're ready and then we'll take a look at that.
Yeah.
The other category, perks. I love, love, love perks. So when new ambassadors sign up with the welcome pack, they are gifted 250 perks, which is phenomenal. Because how perks work is you get 100 perk points for any subscription order under 100 PV, or not 100 PV. So if your subscription order always has to be at 100 PV to earn perk points. If your PV is between 100 and 150, you get 100 points. If your PV is between 150 and 199, you earn 150 perks. And everything over 200, you get 200 perks because 200 perks is the maximum. And that is only on subscription orders that are turned on, active, and again, must have 100 PV on it. What Perk Points does is within 2 months, you've actually earned a free product. So you got 250 points when you signed up. Then month 2, because everyone commits to 2 months to make sure we honor trying those samples or committing to those products. That second month, you're earning 100 PV. So now you've got 350 perk points. So to look at what you can get, if you go under redeem perks here, it'll give you the breakdown. So for example, 260 to 299 perk points will get you these 3 products. And if you click on view more, if there's more products, it'll show up. So in this scenario, these are the 3 products available to you. However, in the 300 to 399 perk points, if I click the view more, there's a lot more products available to you. How this works is when you click on it, and then it'll ask you to redeem way down here, redeem your points. It's going to automatically add that to your next subscription order that's going out. You can always remove it on the order or right here, either way. I didn't want to do it because my subscription is scheduled to go out tomorrow and I don't want to play with it because 24 hours, you never know what's going to happen. So I apologize that I can't add it and show you what that looks like, but I just don't want to take that risk right now. But this is where you look for your perk points. And Slim Hunger Control and Slim Regular Pink Drink, I did a PV cost factor to perks comparison, and these are the ones that give you the biggest bang for your buck, as well as the Ease and the MetaBurn also give you the biggest bang for your buck when you're redeeming perk points, just as a heads up if you're trying to understand that. But this is a great way to try new products for the first time. You've got an option of many things. The only thing we don't have in here yet is the active, but we pretty much have every other product that's offered to us. And then you can always click on the program details. It explains a little bit more. And then, of course, the frequently asked questions. So when you have time, please go ahead, take a look at those different things. You can watch a video, gives you more information about it. And under notifications, this is where you set up. Do you want text messaging for any news or special offers that's coming through? I've turned my text messaging on because I like to be notified when the training comes through. And that works especially well for anybody that's in the States. Otherwise, most of us get notified by email, and these are all the different notifications you do get when you are being notified by email. And it's as simple as, no, I don't want any more of these, or yes, I want, whatever you want. And so I like to have everything turned on because I'm one of those people, I don't want to miss out on any notification. I want to know about everything. But this is where you manage your notifications. You don't ever want to unsubscribe to everything, because you want to make sure that you get notification if there's a change to, let's say, subscriptions, or what the product of the month is, so you can earn your 50 extra perk points. There's lots of good reasons to get your notifications, your emails stayed on. I find it easier to just delete as I go rather than, oh no, I missed out on something. So in a nutshell, that is your whole account, is these categories in here. So I just wanted everyone to be aware of what they are. And again, just, you're thinking of something, oh, I remember Stella showed me this. Reach out to me. I have no problem answering anybody's questions at any time. It's just having it on the tip of your brain that, oh yeah, I remember Stella talking about this, or I remember this. I'll follow up. So that's what that's all about.
I've got the My Site up, Stella, if you want me to show it. So let's
stop
see.
Share here.
Stop share. Okay, and then I'll share screen. There we go.
There you go. How beautiful is that?
So there's my site. And here, this is your personal replicated website, is this right here. So yours will be my site, plexusworldwide.ca / whatever name was put in there. We typically, when we enroll people, we usually just go ahead with their first and last name, because that would be the most obvious and easiest. But some people prefer to have a company name in there. And sometimes you enter a name. I did one the other day. We entered the name. It was already taken, which meant, I think it was Barbara Anderson or something like that. Anyway, there was already somebody with the same name, or that can potentially happen. If that happens, you can stick an initial in or whatever. But when you do enter it, when you're enrolling somebody, you make sure there's no spaces in between. It won't pick up the space. So you just put in whatever name there. And then there's the name, the email. Phone number is optional. You can add that. And then these are something I know nothing about, but Bridget will understand. So these are, I don't even know what to say about them, but something to do with Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I guess if you hit edit, Bridget, do you know what to do with these?
Yes, you would go to your social media account, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, and at the top bar where it's the HTTPS www Facebook, you copy that and you would put it in there, so that then when people are on your website, they can also find you on social media, which is a big deal.
Okay, so I would go to my Facebook account. I would open up Facebook. I would click on my account. I would open up my Facebook account, grab the URL, and then hit this edit button on this page. Is there an edit button? Where's the edit? Maybe at the top. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So hit the edit. It's hiding under the pictures. Hit the edit and then drop it into there. Okay, perfect. Didn't know that.
Yeah, and also for Facebook, it can be your personal account, or it can be a page. It could even be a group. So Monique, your Freedom group could be that link.
Okay. Oh, awesome. God, I love having you on the team. Isn't it great, Stella?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Stella. All right. So I'll stop share so we can go back to you.
So that's the part that I really wanted people to know, was their site. And absolutely, like Bridget said, the social media part, that you have the option to add your social media link in there, because that's all part of your site. And then people can just click on that and be taken right off into the next section. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly now review the virtual office. Let me zip back and share here.
This is a place that often people are confused about when we talk about my account being different than the virtual office. So I'm glad you're kind of making that distinction now.
Yeah, it's two totally different things. One is all your managing of you, and the other one is your back office, which is business related and product related. And there's so much information in here, you guys. what I want to say is I'm giving you an overview, but you're going to need to just take the time and go through and click on stuff and read and see, you know, what you're interested in, what you want to learn more about. It's basically, this is just to show you what's available to you in your back office once it loads.
So my account is managing yourself and everything to do with you, and then you're saying the virtual office is kind of everything to manage once you start growing a team.
Correct. That's exactly it. And the very first, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, when they open it for the first time, if you've never been in here, when you open it for the first time, you're going to see a little box covering each of these squares.
Yeah.
Will be covered by a click here to learn more, and it'll explain each of these to you.
That's correct. And again, it's right here. If you are a new ambassador, click here, and it'll also give you more information as well. And so this is basically, it's exactly what it says, my dashboard. It tells you you have a subscription. It is turned on, gives you the date and what the personal volume is on that subscription. How much PV did you go through this month? And this would include customers and preferred customers if you had them. This is how many points on your team that you've already collected to date. This is how many new ambassadors that have joined your team for this month. The next section is all about training, and it's so informative and all about the sampling tools. Again, take the time to go view, look around, see what you can learn in there. If you have customers, it's going to track your customers here, tracks your personal volume breakdown over here. Another place to look at your perks, which tells you what's happening for the month. And then with Leaders Retreat Contest, this is over at the end of October. So this will probably get replaced with something else. But this keeps track of how much your Leaders Retreat points you've earned, if it's something that you're working towards. And then this last section is, again, more training, lots to learn. So that's the dashboard, and there's lots in here. Again, Help Center, very informative. If you're looking for stuff, just go in the Help Center, type in the search window what you're looking for, and then you've got information right there. This has a lot of happy sharing stories. And then again, the scoop is like a magazine that gives you the latest scoop on everything as well. So there's lots of different editions in there, and this is all in your dashboard.
Stella, sorry, Stella, just one quick thing. Can you go to the second row where it said training? Can you just show them the calendar? This is something that often new ambassadors really like. This lets you know every single training, and this right now we're in the Canadian back office, but you see how you can select a flag. So you can click on the Canadian flag, and you can also watch anything in the US is applicable to you pretty much, unless it's product specific. And then these are trainings that the company is putting on that you can be a part of. So there's product trainings, wellness webinars, there's silver training. If you're wanting to go silver, there's a silver training. If you're a brand new ambassador, there's a new ambassador training. There's virtual sip and shares that the corporate Canada puts on. So this is where and these are live webinar links, like you click on them and it'll give you the information, and then you can put it in your calendar, and then you can actually, go on. Like Motivation Monday is available to us in Canada, where she's got her cursor. That comes out of the US office. It's some of the best business building training available to you. These are very successful ambassadors in Plexus who will be the guest on, and they will be training on maybe giving tips or something that worked for them, or training you on how to talk to people or whatever. So that's, you have, for those of you that are super keen and you want to build a really good income, then you have endless training available to you. And it's some of the best, and it's some of the best I've ever seen in the industry.
Thank you. under my business, this Fast Start is the Fast Start program that Plexus offers when you're a new ambassador. It's a 6-month program where you get double incentives for bringing on new ambassadors. Perks report, this tells you if anybody on your team is about to forfeit their perk points because their orders are either under 100 PV or they canceled their subscription in error, not knowing. So you'll see here I have 6 people that have canceled. So this is a way to take a look to help your people understand, oh my gosh, you've only got 3 days to fix that, right? Because when you cancel your subscription, and some people do it in error, you can get a hold of customer service. You have 3 days to get it reinstated because you've made a mistake about canceling that subscription. And again, Monique does more detail on that other training that she did. That recording will be available to go through all that with you. But the section under my business, when you're a new ambassador, you want to look at your points and rank up, look at your PV, and look at your commission summaries. I'm not going to get into much details because it is very detailed to go through all of this, but have a look around. Make sure you understand, the different features in them. And again, reach out to me if you really want to get a deep dive training on this. It's very beneficial. I will show you the commission summary because this is where, when you get a notification from Plexus, an email saying you've earned money, this is where you can go see where you've earned your money. And you can look at all of it, or you can look at it monthly, or you can look at it weekly. And the weekly commissions is what you get when you sign up a new ambassador and you get your $20 US or whatever that looks like, whether it's the bonus that they're offering this month of $25 for the enroll one person, it's paid out to you on this weekly schedule. And that's where you would find that. The monthly is where you get your 15% commission on any PV over 100. You get your rank up payments, like if you made silver or if you reach gold, all that rank up bonus money is all done on the monthly commission. But this is where it comes from. And there's a little export feature here on the right. When you export that, it actually gives you the breakdown of what it is, and it'll tell you who your new people are. That, oh, who did I get paid for? Oh, I got paid for Tom Jones. That's great. I forgot about Tom Jones. So it's really nice to know that you have that option as well. And then there's a section here called rank advancement. If you're watching your team grow, it'll let you know, oh, look, this person's coming up. Looks like they might qualify to be a silver. In this case, Tracy's a good example. She's brought on so many people. Her projected rank is silver. So you're going to help Tracy, or I should say, your team, whoever you're showing. But it's really a nice feature to let you know that you've got people that's building and you want to support them. And this is a good way to see who's ranking up so that you can encourage them and give them all that support that they need. There's also a huge section on training. The resource library has tons of stuff in there, and everything has a search feature, so you can go looking for stuff. Again, please take the time to just go in, browse around, have a look around. New ambassadors start here. This is full of information, just full of information. Gives you a day 1 training, a month 1 training, a month 2 training. Between that and the new ambassador website, it's just phenomenal information back here for anybody that wants to do that. Take a look. There's even what's called a rank up roadmap. So people say, well, how do I get to gold? Guess what? You go to the rank up roadmap. When it comes up, you can click on gold. Hopefully it'll get there. There you go. There's all the rank ups on what it takes to move into. So let's say I want to rank up to senior ambassador or senior gold. I get to watch a video which will explain to me how I get to be that senior gold. What's it going to take from a PV volume? What's it going to take from a points perspective? So it's really beneficial. So if you're eager to rank up in Plexus, come here and take a look around and see what it takes to get into the, move forward into the company. And then success on demand is, again, lots of inspirational training. It's mostly personal training. There's so much available to us from a training perspective on every type of training you can think of. It's not just about, how to become the best ambassador. It's also about how can I be the best me? And that's what this Aspire by Plexus is all about. Really helpful. Lots of information in there. The incentives and recognition. Under here, recognition, this is where you find, when we create those little silver, congratulations, you hit silver, or congratulations, you hit gold. This is where those templates are found. I'm just going to show you quickly under resources. There's lots of stuff again in here related to, but this is what we call shareables. So you would take the template, download it, use picture collage if you're familiar with those kinds of different applications, load the pictures in, and then you got this beautiful little profile picture that you can recognize your people with. But this is where you find it, is under resources back in where we were there.
And can we just show, if you click on the ambassador tab at the top, the little tiny tab that says ambassador to the left of resources? The one that says, yeah, that one. So this is where you can go when you have ranked up. Okay, so if you scroll down and you go to, let's go down to silver, for example, and you click on silver. So if you, and this is like a magazine, so your name gets put in here for the entire Plexus world to see when you rank up. So you click on whichever rank it is that you achieved in the previous month, and it'll show up after the 14th of this month. Everybody who ranked up last month will show up in here. And then you click on it, and then there's a little search window, and you actually can search your name. You can scroll through, but if you're looking at silvers, there's going to be thousands of them, but they're in alphabetical order. But you can also click in the little search bar, put your name in, and it will zoom in and it will show your name, and it's fun. You can take a screenshot of that. You can send it out to your friends. You can print it and stick it on your wall. It's just, you're being recognized by Plexus worldwide in here.
And it's still loading, so I apologize.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's okay, Stella.
Yeah, so I'm just going to zip back here then while it's loading.
And if your picture, sorry, I'll just add, if your picture is loaded in where Stella showed you, on your account where you upload a picture, then when you're in the recognition, as you move along, your picture starts to show up next to your name, which is kind of fun if you like that.
Mm-hmm. And here's more information on Leaders Retreat, which again expires at the end of October. And sharing Plexus. What I want to show you in here is latest and greatest. This is where you can find our catalog to share with other people. So if they want to look at all the products, I'm really sorry, this is so slow loading. Like, I don't know what's going on here. Let me shut down a few applications and see if that'll help.
And if it won't load, I can do it on mine still.
I don't know why I'm having so much problem loading today.
It also slows down when you're on Zoom, just so you know.
Yeah.
When you're sharing your screen.
I want to see if I can. No. Okay, let's see what happens if I click on this one. Okay, we'll talk about my Plexus print first. So this is where you can order all your apparels. So if you want, jug, or you want a mask, any swag related to Plexus is in my Plexus print. So this is a pill box. If you click on that, it'll show you what it looks like, and you can just add it to your cart. So a lot of people always ask, well, where do you get your Plexus stuff from, right? It's all in here, whether it's gift cards, accessories, whatever. It's under what we call my Plexus print. Wow, I'm sure not.
Do you want me to show the catalog, Stella?
Yeah, if you've got it.
Yeah, this is really
Okay.
handy. So, okay, Stella's going to stop share. I'm going to turn on my share here. There we go. Okay, so that tab that Stella was talking about, the latest and greatest. So it opens up to this page, the product catalog. And so you can see here that you can choose Canada, or you can choose the US one if your friend is in the US, or if your friend is in Mexico or whatever, you can choose the one you want. So we're going to look at the Canada one, and then you're going to have two choices. You can just click on it and open it. So I'm just going to click on this picture, and you can open it so that you can take a look at it here. Oh, just a sec, it's just going to load. And so this one, this version of it, oh, hang on one second here.
Yep.
Interactive. Okay, so there are your choices. You can download it, or you can click on interactive catalog. This is the one that I usually send to people. Okay, so now this is your catalog, and you just click and it turns the pages. And this is just like getting a catalog. This is more environmentally friendly. We used to actually get hard copies of them. But what's nice about this is they can keep them updated and change them as products are added. So for example, there was already one printed in 2020 and it didn't have active and it didn't have ProBio-CA because we just got those. And now those have been added in there. So you get information about the products here. So this is when somebody says, you know, I just would like to know a bit more, you can send them this. And so here's the benefits, the features, how many capsules. The reason it doesn't give the price is because we have 3 price points. There's retail, preferred customer, which is 15% less than retail, but they have to have a monthly subscription, or the ambassador, which is wholesale. So if they want to compare the prices, you can show, Stella can show you where the price list is located in the back office, but that's what that is. So it's really lovely. And then you can just grab up here this URL and you can send it to people that way. Okay, there you go. So I'll stop share. There we go.
Yeah, and I think that's all I really wanted to review. Let me just zip back into my little world here that's not, oh, there we go. We are working. Okay, let me share just one more thing here. So again, under sharing Plexus, latest and greatest is where you found the catalog, and my Plexus print is where you find all the swags. Promotions is just, again, any promotions going on. Products, though, is a very handy tool. You can find product training here as well as in the training center under resources. But if you were looking for a certain product, wow.
Yeah, these are fantastic for this.
Yeah.
Is how you send things to people, and it's
Yeah.
linked directly to your account. So if you send somebody the profile, beautiful picture and write up about the pumpkin spice lean shake, and if they decide to click and order it or whatever they do, it's linked directly to your account when you go in through the back here. And they're beautiful. These, there's videos in here. There's almost every product has a write-up. They're set up for Bridget and other social media people. You can grab these and you can drop them right onto your Facebook or in Twitter or in Pinterest or whatever. And whatever you do, it'll be linked to your account. So even if a year from now, somebody finds it and clicks on it and decides to order it, it's going to be linked to your account. They're really beautiful. Some of them are product profiles. Some of them are just straight social media pictures that you can drop just as it is. And let's see, Stella, there's certain ones that will actually say product profile. Yeah, that one. Yeah. That's it.
It's called an info sheet.
Right. Will that one open if you click on it?
You have to download them.
Okay.
They won't open on their own. You have to download them to actually get the...
Okay. These are really beautiful. So these will give you a nice picture, a write-up about it, the features, like, you know, instead of a little blurb in the catalog, you're getting a full brochure. These are brochures like we used to hand out, but they're beautiful. And then all you do is you grab the URL at the top. Once it opens up, you can get that URL and then you can send it to them. And it's got questions. It's got frequently asked questions. It's got ingredients. They're just fantastic. Now, some of the products in Canada, we don't yet have them all for Canada because it takes a lot for them to get completed and in French and English and to go through Health Canada, but you can always find the US equivalent. So if you can't find MetaBurn here in the Canadian, you change the little flag to US and you can find the MetaBurn one there. But see how beautiful these are. And at the top, Stella, just grab or show them the URL. So you just go up and you highlight that and you copy and paste and you send it to somebody in Messenger or whatever, and they open it up and they get this beautiful sheet. I knew Bridget would be very excited. Some of you who know how valuable this is, it's all here. There is nothing we need to reinvent.
Yeah.
Yep, see Bridget just posted she's doing a happy dance. I knew she would when she saw this. Because it's, you know what, for people who use Facebook, you come here and you grab one of these once a week. You don't have to do it, you know, but maybe once a week in between all your other Facebook things you post about your family, you come and find one that you like and you just pop it in there, and they're beautiful. And this can be stuff you can use in your Facebook story. Yeah, they're just really so professionally, beautifully done for us.
Yeah. And that, again, that's under sharing Plexus under products. And then tools. If you want fitness, there's a fitness squad for health, weight management and recipes and lean stuff. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here. Again, not going to go into the details of it, but just know that it's there and go check it out is what I wanted to say about that particular category. And at the end of the day, you still have a shop button here just to take you back. Basically, your main page, you can just click on that and you're good to go. So the other option under here is you can do a live chat. I don't know how many of you know that. So instead of calling directly into customer service, you can do a live chat right here on the website, right with the people. And unfortunately, I've lost that link. So hopefully, let's get rid of this. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing, Nick. There. But there was right underneath the shop button is where there was a link for the help center and a live chat link. And I love it for quick questions. They're really on the ball when it comes to, you know, responding really quick that way. So that's what I wanted to show you guys for today. So we're really, wow, 11:31. We've used up our full hour. So was there any questions out there, Minik?
No, I think the ones that were posted in the chat, I answered, but you know, there's lots of gratitude in there. So I would like you all to unmute your microphones and please give Stella a rousing applause. Yeah, excellent.
It was
Thank
absolutely
you.
fantastic, Stella.
Yes, absolutely
thanks, Irene.
fantastic. Yeah, so this, I'm just going to stop the recording right now.